Hi everybody, this is Colleen Light with Cards by Coco, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today it is Thursday morning at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I come to you live every Thursday at 11 a.m. And today we're going to have fun. We're actually going to case the catalog. I'm out of birthday cards, and I saw this. I still have this now. I can never say the name of the stamp set right. This Penguin Place stamp set, and I haven't used it much for Christmas cards, and I saw in the catalog they had a birthday card here, so I thought, oh, perfect. So let me turn you around. I'll bring it up on my laptop so I can see any comments. Hopefully, sometimes the internet where we live, we're rural, is a little sketchy, and we'll get busy making this card. It is primarily simple stamping, so if you are a simple stamper, you will appreciate this card. Let me bring you to my work spot here. There we go. And let me see. I'm going to bring you up on the laptop a little bit. Oh my gosh, just dropped a stamp. Isn't that always the way? All right. So let me pick that up and let's get you up here on my laptop, and we'll go ahead and get things going. So like I said, so this stamp set, this Penguin Place, the bundle is not available at this point in time. Oh, let me move my glasses out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. The bundle's not available. The punch is not available right now, but the Penguin Place stamp set is. So the nice thing with this is I'm using the Celebration Penguin Playmates, which is such great designer series paper, because I'm trying to use it up. So I went ahead and used the punch and punched out my little penguin. But what you can do is you can stamp, and these are very easy images to fussy cut. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with fussy cutting, you just basically stamp your image, and then you take your paper trimmers and you go around. And that helps quite a bit. And you can but move your paper, not your scissors, so you get that nice clean edge to it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to start with my balloon. I kind of want to make sure that is exactly where I want it on my piece of paper. So I'm going to take my little, you can see I punched him out already, and I'm going to set him down here so I know where I want everything. And if you haven't seen this, this has the cutest expressions and sentiments on it. I Like You a Lot is so cute. To the coolest friend ever. I have a couple of friends I could send that one to. So I'm using Poppy Parade. This piece of basic white is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. And all of this information will be on my blog by the end of the day. I have the blog post already started, so it should be pretty easy. And here is the balloon that I'm going to punch out. Again, I want to kind of have an idea of where I want to put that balloon. So I have been very focused in on, let me stamp off once, make sure I got a good cover. Yep, perfect. I've been very focused in on Christmas cards. How about you guys? Seems like that has been all consuming for me. And then I've got my, you'll hear me in the background. I'm just using my simple chamois to clean off my stamps as I go along. So if you hear me open and close a case, that's all I'm doing. So using my tuxedo, my Memento Tuxedo black ink, let's do the string for our balloon. Don't press too hard on this when you put it down. Set it down. Let the ink absorb into your paper. If you press or wiggle, you're going to get some, with this string, you're going to get some distortion. So let's not do that. And I'm just going to press that right down here. Perfect. And look at that. See how easy that was to do? So this, like I said, with the exception of fussy cutting or using the punch, this is basically a simple stamping card. You could actually stamp all of this if you didn't feel like fussy cutting, or if you didn't feel, or if you didn't have the paper and want to use a punch. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Daffodil Delight over here. And again, I'm going to set my penguin down so I know where I want my first present. So the nice thing is Stampin' Up! Has a whole design team that makes, that works on this catalog and gets us, that's good, and does all of the fabulous designs that are in the catalog. So this is a great place. Oh, darn it. I had a little bit on that. Well, you know what? 2 sides to every piece of paper. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to do it again. It's my motto. Just turn that paper over. Smooth out those edges, and let's do this again. I would like to get through one live video without having to turn a piece of paper over. Isn't that funny? Let me go ahead and do the string again. And you will see that this goes pretty quickly, this card. Well, that is when you're not making mistakes. There we go. Let's get these presents done right. No, I hope I'm still streaming. It looks like on my laptop, like maybe I'm a little glitchy. So let me know what you see. Hopefully it's still going. I know everyone's super busy getting ready for the holidays. So I'm almost to 200 views. Let me see. I must have just tipped that one. On YouTube, or not 200 views, 200 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're catching this on YouTube, if you would hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it, or give it a thumbs up. And the reason why is because, you know, it's shared more. The more viewers you have, more subscribers. Wash this stamp off. Make sure you clean it in between, because we're going to be changing colors. And then your videos are shared more. And my December goal was 200, and I am at 194 now. Okay, so we're going to set this down here. This little fella is going to go up on dimensionals. Okay, so I need my bow tie stamp also. I wanted to put a little bow tie on him. So let me grab that real quick, because I want to do the bow tie in the same color as I'm doing that present, which is, I'm using Granny Apple Green. I absolutely love this color. So we're going to go ahead and put a little Granny Apple Green bow on him. How cute is that? Isn't that darling? Now let's go ahead and take our present again in our Granny Apple Green. So what I like about this stamp set is you can do it in multiple colors, depending on whether you're doing it for an adult, a child, a girl, boy. Everything can be arranged, you know, in the colors that you want. Okay, how cute is that? That's cute. All right, let me rinse this one off again. Clean it. I love the Simply Chamois. It's just great to use in between. And then I'm going to press it on my scrap paper a little bit here. There we go. Then I'm going to use a little Coastal Cabana. Make sure my bow is facing the right direction and give that a quick stamp. So they don't all have to, on this one I lined them up just perfectly. And this one I wanted to actually do a little different and separate them out a little bit more and see how that looked. Okay, I'm gonna bring in a little Flirty Flamingo now. Let me put a little Flirty Flamingo on that. So let's go ahead and pop that right there. Okay, that's cute. And we're going to put our penguin up on some dimensionals now. Like I said, this card goes very, very fast. Actually, I'm going to just put the backings on him, or the dimensionals on the back of him now. And I'm going to grab, let me see if I brought out my small dimensionals. I did. Because I want to put a couple of the smaller ones on his hands so they don't get squished down in the mail. And I'm kind of dimensional happy. We've talked about that before, you know. I like my dimensionals. Okay, so now let me grab my Poppy Parade. I'm gonna do a little background stamping on this. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm gonna grab my Poppy Parade out again. And I have one of the stamps in here that kind of looks like, let me see if it might show better in the case. It kind of looks like stars. And I really like that. And I thought this would be super cute embossed. But since we're casing the catalog, I'm going to do it just like it looks in the picture. And just move these around. Move them around a little bit. This is tone on tone, which is a look I really like. So you can see how easily this card comes together. So I have a lot, you know, demonstrators have access to that mini catalog that's coming out in January, and we get to order early. So I have so many fun stamp sets to share with you starting the end of December. I have to get through the holidays first. And beginning of January. I really, really love that new mini catalog. Okay. So let's put our happy birthday there using our memento. And I'm going to try and keep my head out of the screen here. Let me see. Okay. I think it's centered. Trying to look above here. Perfect. There we go. How cute is that? Okay, so now let's put this on our Poppy Parade panel there. And I'm going to use, you know, I think I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal for this. I think I'm going to use that. No one ever sees the back of our cards, do they? Do you think anyone ever takes them and deconstructs them? I don't think so. Okay. Let me pick this up. And you can see there's a little ridge here because it was cut the other way. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten that out with my bone folder real quick before I... So I want to make sure it's even before I press it down. There we go. Look at that. I don't know where those little smudges came from. Always got to get a little smudge, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that. We're going to go like this. Must have gotten, oh, it's on my fingers. Darn it. All right. Then let's get our base. And again, 4 1/4 by 11 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And of course, this is the one time I didn't bring any baby wipes or a wet towel with me. Okay, well, let's get this on there. Oh my goodness, here we go. So are you all ready for the holidays? I think we are. We're pretty much decorated and most of the shopping is done. Not all of it, but most of it. Okay. Let me see here. Let's see. There we go. And these are wonderful gems. These are actually in our July to December 2021 mini catalog. They are retiring and they are on sale. So we have a little spot there. So we're going to cover that up. Put this one up here. And then I want to attach our penguin with our that had our dimensionals on it. And I want to put him right here on the front. Okay. How cute is this card? Now let's add a few, just one more. Let's see, where do I want this one? I'm gonna put it right there. And there we go. There's today's card. We cased the catalog. Oh, you know what? And on the inside on this one, I added those stars to the inside there. So let me go ahead and do that just to give this a little bit more interest on the inside. Let me wipe this off. It's got a little bit of extra ink on it. That must have been what I caught my hand on. So let's go ahead and do that. There we are. And I'm just gonna put this across the bottom here. Again, kind of moving it around so they're not all in the same direction. And one more there, and this card is done. Just that easy. Let's compare it to the catalog one. Like I said, the only difference I did is I wanted a heavier weight card, so I put it on the white card base. But I think we came pretty close. A little change in colors because I know who I want to send this to. But 2 birthday cards, just that easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Pop over to my online store if you're interested in any of these products. And I will see you next week. Thanks so much for joining me.